Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Morning, everyone. How are you today? Okay, before we start our class now, let's pray together according to our respective religions and prayers are over. Okay, now I will check your presence for today. Let's check your right, left, front, and back side. Did anyone not come to class today? There is no one? That's good. It means that our class today is complete. I have a motivation before we move to the learning session. There is a quote that said, "Your future is created by what you do today." I hope it can boost your energy for learning today. Okay, now I will explain you guys what is our learning objectives for today's lesson. Today we will learn about climate change. So our learning objectives is to describe the effects of climate change as a result of global warming. We also have achievement indicators of learning objectives. First, observe the phenomenon of climate change as a result of global warming. Second, mention the impact of climate change on various aspects of nature and human life. Third, analyze climate change in aspects of nature and human life. So my question is, do you think the weather has recently changed massively? What causes this to happen? Is there anyone want to answer? Yeah, please. That's right, it's because of climate change. So the second question is, currently, clean water sources are increasingly difficult to obtain. Why can this happen too? Okay, please answer. That's right, it's because of climate change too. Okay, now I have picture phenomenon of climate change. Its water levels exceeding reservoir in West Yorkshire have fallen sharply. It's written that uh, there is a difference water levels on December 2020 and July 2022. As you can see, the water levels at December 2020 is like a normal, but in July 2022 the water has come. So how could this happen? Does anyone want to try to answer? Okay, yes, please. Yeah, that's right. It because of two reasons. First is climate change, and second is global warming. That's it. Thank you for answering. Okay, we have talked about this phenomenon before, and someone has answered it. Give more explanation about what actually happened in this picture. On December 2020, the water levels at 1804, it's normal. It looks normal, right? And on July 2022, the water levels at 1804 has climbed. As we mentioned it before, there's two causes. First one is climate change, the second is global warming. How could this happen? Okay, climate change happened because of global warming. Whenever the temperature of the Earth getting higher, so the climate will be changed too. When the temperature is higher, so the evaporation process will be faster. So the water will be evaporated to the atmosphere, and yeah, the water level is decreasingly year by year. That's what actually happened in this picture. So the climate change and global warming is related each other. Okay, now I have learning materials that we will learn today. What is the definition of weather? Weather is the average condition of the atmosphere over a relatively short period of time in a narrow area. So it means like if you live in West Jakarta and that day is sunny day, it's called weather. But if you live in Indonesia, which mostly the temperature when the dry season is high and it could be still high in rainy season too, it's called climate. There is a difference whether it's short periods in a narrow area and climate is in a large area or long period. And now what is climate change? Climate change is mostly caused by human activities such as the use of fossil fuels, the destruction of forests, and the raising of livestock. So what is the relationship to those activity? If the raising of livestock increasing year by year, it means that more people will use fossil fuels for their facility. And there is more destruction of forests too. So what will happen then? It gives an impact on the climate and the Earth's temperature because the greenhouse gases will increase it too. So it will contributing to global warming. Okay? So what is global warming caused by? Global warming is caused by an increase in the concentration of greenhouse gases, such as carbon dioxide and methane. So what will happen if the greenhouse gases is increased? It will envelop the Earth's atmosphere, so it causes the greenhouse effect. So I have the diagram of the greenhouse effect, as you can see in the picture. Okay, the first is solar radiation travels from the sun to the earth, and second, some is reflected between the solar radiation. Some of them is reflected by the earth and the atmosphere. And third, most radiation is absorbed by the earth's surface and warms it. It's absorbed by the atmosphere. And fourth, infrared energy is radiated from the earth's surface. And the fifth or the last, some of the infrared energy passes through the atmosphere. Some is absorbed and re-radiated in all directions by greenhouse gas molecules, warming the earth and lower atmosphere. Okay, next, this is the diagram of human activities that influencing the greenhouse effect. As we can see, there is like fire, deforestation cause fire, and then it will contribute to greenhouse gases and pollutants and waste, burning of fossil fuels, agricultural activities, renewable energy, and many more. Now we will talk about the impact of climate change on nature and human life. First is melting glaciers, because of the higher temperature. And second is droughts that are more frequent and extreme because of the evaporate process is kind of faster. And third is rising sea levels. As you can see, the sea levels will rise year by year. Fourth is destroy the habitats of animals that rely on them for survival. Mostly it's because of the wildfire. Wildfire can happen is because of human activity and also the higher temperature or global warming. Fifth is causing various health problems. If there is more greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, it will impact to the health. And it's zero. Okay, let's move to the student worksheets. You can click link below to access the student worksheet on your Drive. I will explain to you how to do it and how to collect it. Okay, now I will divide you guys into several groups, which is each group will have 5 until 6 members on it. And what you should do is do the student worksheet of climate change that I have shared on Google Drive. Okay, I will explain how you to do. Okay, this is the student worksheet of climate change. First, you should fill the class, date, group, and member of group. After that, you can read the learning objectives that I have explained uh, the first. And after that, you can read the instructions. There are 4 rules here that you should understand about it. And you should answer the trigger questions here. We have 2 sections. The first section, you should complete the flowchart. And the second is there are 2 phenomena of climate change. We should analyze and discuss it, what actually happened with those 2 phenomena. And you can discuss, exchange, and collect information, and also present it with your group. And if there are any questions, please just don't ask the other group, but you can ask me. Understand? Is there any question? Okay. So may work with your group. Okay. Now the time is up. It's time to present your work with your group. Please group 1 to present it with your. Okay, good job. Give applause for group 1. Okay, next it's group 2. That's good. Give applause for group 2. And the other group, which one ready? Group 4, okay. You may present it in front of your friends. Ah, that's great. Give applause for group 4. And how about the other group? 3, group 5. You haven't finished it yet? Okay, it's okay. You can present it in the other time. Okay, that's all for the presentation today. Okay, we have done our presentation today. Is there any question you can ask right now? There is no question? Okay, so we can make a conclusion that climate change is related to global warming. Why? Climate change happens because of global warming, and global warming is the phenomenon in rising temperature because of human activity. Understand? That's good. Finally, we have finished our learning activities today. So, for our next meeting, we will learn about causes of climate change. And unfortunately, there are 2 groups that haven't finished yet the student worksheet, but you can collect it to me right now. And let's close our learning activities by praying together. Prayers are well. Prayers are okay. Thank you very much for today. I'm sorry if there is mistaken for me, and I hope it can be useful for you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi